Plays Games with Jay.
Footfalls of Terror. Okay. I'm glad we have this map to show us where we're going.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have no idea where we were. We received a letter of thanks from the conference directors. I was worried when I heard about the attack. I'm glad you both made it out safely.
It's all thanks to Dr. Myers.
She's definitely the toughest woman in medicine today. You should ask her about some of her adventures on the police force sometime. Chief, Derek's gonna take you seriously. He'd have good reason to. Oh, that's right, there was one other message I received. Dr. Styles Caduceus International's requested your presence. You're gonna go to Africa.
They asked for me? Seems like a mistake.
Don't be modest. We've seen what you're capable of. You defused a bomb. You treated guilt. Langston Miller, the German guy, was very impressed, and the rest of the committee voted unanimously.
Yeah, but I've never left the country before.
Well, you don't have much choice. You're going.
I guess the first
Give
thing
it
I do
up,
is
Styles.
drink water. Right?
Once Sydney decides on something, there's no arguing. Looks like you're going to Africa.
I didn't realize he could be so stubborn.
It's time for Africa. I guess it's always been difficult. That's what Greg told me anyway. I remember him talking about the arguments they get into. That's the wrong voice they get into when they were kids. The only reason Sydney went to school overseas was supposedly because everyone told them not to.
Dr. Cassell could be summoned sometimes, but never anything like that.
At any rate, have fun in Africa. As long as your partner's reliable, I know you'll be fine.
Partner?
Everyone's favorite character. Caduceus on a plane. Get it? Because snakes?
Yeah.
Get it? Caduceus?
Yeah.
You've seen Black Dynamite though, right? The Caduceus is the symbol of snakes or whatever.
Yeah.
Makes you go, woo! Our international flight 326, Destination Africa. Rubora's far away. I mean, 3 transfers and 33 hours of total travel. That does sound horrible.
But look at all the Sam Rockwell movies we can watch, Angie.
We can watch Moon. We can watch
The Way Back. We can watch
Iron
the
Man
Bad
3. We keep
Guys.
listening to the ones we
Iron Man 2.
I mean, Iron Man 2. That's Guy Pearce in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
I'm a Guy Pearce fan. I love Memento.
I mean, he's
Remember
great,
to drink
too.
plenty of fluids and get up periodically to stretch your legs. It wouldn't look very good for a doctor to get sent to the hospital for blood clots. It'll be hot in Africa, too. Don't get heat stroke.
I hope getting vaccinated for the endemic diseases was enough. Oh boy, it's very topical for traveling on.
Is there a doctor on the plane? Are there any doctors on this flight? Especially one with glasses? Is there a pink nurse? Please notify... Doctor.
Okay.
This isn't my job. Edema of the lungs has worsened. We gotta save Chai McGinley. Fluid must be drained. Okay.
Chai McGinley.
That's their name. It looks like respiratory failure. From what his wife explained, he'd been suffering from edema of the lungs. He was prescribed medication which stabilized it, and they were given permission to return home, but the stress from traveling may have aggravated the symptoms. A lobectomy. I know. But listen, after this we can watch... What's another set? Vice.
Yes.
Once we land, he can receive more permanent treatment. But for now, we have one objective. Vice. Let's find ultrasound.
I bet you anything this is like, it's guilt here too on this plane? Like,
maybe this is why we need to not travel. Okay.
Dude.
There's a storm up ahead. Oh, that's right. There's turbulence. Okay.
Dude, I'm so sad. Did you hear that Korea's opening up its borders next year?
Okay.
And round trip ticket as of right now to Korea is $800. That's so good. I'm like, and you can go, I can't go.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. But I mean, with the whole diseases, it's still a little.
But like Korea's like on top of like being.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Have you seen the videos of like, this is what's like when you first come into Korea and they ask you to quarantine, and it's like, like, oh shit, but like, oh, here's the hotel you stay at for like 10 days or whatever, and it's like really nice, and they send you meals and everything. It's like,
oh, like in the hotel rooms or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look nice.
And I'm like, I mean, again, the $800 round trip ticket, it just makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. I'm like, I want to go so bad, but I can't risk it. I can't risk being hoisted for and lose 2 years of my life.
Have you talked about the story on here?
I don't think so.
Okay.
The
Go ahead
TLDR
and do it.
is, so if you're not familiar, and this is not about citizenship because I am an American citizen, but it's more so about when I was living in Korea, I was registered in the government's Korean Family Registry, and because of that, it's a really old, stupid law
this thing. Okay, yeah.
that a lot of like politicians in Korea like are always promised to like fix, but they never do. Is that if I go to Korea, there's a huge chance that I could be conscripted in the military. And if you're unfamiliar, Korean citizens, males are at the age of 20 are immediately conscripted into the military for 2 years. You can delay that for a couple years if you want to finish your studies or anything, but most people just like, let me get this out of the way, right?
Yeah.
And again, not a Korean citizen, but because my name's in the family registry, I am, I'd be considered like a sole traitor to Korea, in a sense, if I don't do my military service, I guess, right? If I don't go. Well, that's if I go just for vacation or something. And I've heard stories of people going on for vacation and they're like, I'm totally fine, I was fine. And other people who weren't fine, and then they're like, okay, enjoy the rest of your vacation. We'll send for someone for you when you go back to the States to come pick you up. And so it's like, I could risk that. And I did have a thought when Trump became president. I literally thought, what's 2 years out of 4? Like, I really thought about just leaving, Like,
Yeah.
You know what? Why not? Like,
I do hear that service is rough, though.
It is, yeah. It's really rough. I thought, like, it's like, it's something. And at the same time, like, oh man, drinking culture in Korea is so socially pressuring. And I'm like, I don't think I want to do that either, Like, it's...
Meanwhile, Dave listening to this, like, I'll go.
But yeah, like, you lose 2 years of your life, and you hear a lot of, like, I don't know, it's just something. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, do I want to risk it? Like, maybe nothing will happen.
And what age do you have to be before it's safe again?
I believe 37. I need.
Oh, that's not that bad. I mean, that sucks, but it's like...
Yeah, I still got like 8 years.
37. I thought it was going to be like 52.
No.
Okay.
37 years considered too old, technically, or whatever, right?
Okay.
From my understanding.
And you've already tried everything you possibly
Yeah, I went
can.
to my mom and I went to. So people were like, "Why don't you go to like the Korean embassy, right?" And and I totally did. We went multiple times, and they're like, well, it's because of the paperwork and whatnot. Because my dad, when he signed my Korean family registry and my birth certificate under two different names, because being in America, you need to. Oh yeah, and in America he was like, oh, let me use my English name. And then in Korea, will use like the Korean name. So you think like, oh, well, that means you're different, right? But because they're like, I could be Jay the American or Jay the Korean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, that could be really bad for me, right? Like, we don't know. That's where the risk comes in, right? So.
This one is really annoying. Okay.
Anyway, really envious for my friends who are going to Korea because I haven't been since I was 12, and I'm like, they're like thinking like, oh, what can we do? And I'm like, dude, you gotta go to the raccoon cafe. Go hang out with a bunch of raccoons. I don't know about you, but I love raccoons. I think they're very cute.
I love turbulence on a plane when I'm trying to do a fucking surgery.
Yeah, is this hard or is it just long and annoying because of the turbulence?
Both.
Okay.
Because you can't do anything while the turbulence is going.
I see.
So actually, I think I'm gonna lose because can I do this?
The time limit.
Can I do this stuff? No, I can't. I literally have to just wait. Okay. So I think I'm fucked. Yep.
Unless this is like a time thing, just keep him alive during.
Nope. So okay, let me try again. I just gotta. I know the procedure now. Cool. Love that. Yeah, I mean that fucking sucks. I would not take the risk myself. I know you wouldn't either. Yeah, but you're how old?
29.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you were 18. So then 29. It's not that 8 years. I think I have like 20 years. That's a long time. But yeah,
it was that for a while, because I was like, I'm like, wow, I can't go back,
Yeah.
And it's funny because I remember when I told my mom, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Japan for vacation, and she's like, why not Korea? I'm like, Korea. Like,
Yeah.
She's like, are you a traitor or something? And I'm like, why I can't go there, mother. Like,
yeah.
Let's begin.
And how did when you tell her that, is she like, oh yeah, or is she like, no, it's fine, you're overreacting or something?
She says like, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm like, mother, you told me it won't be fine. Like,
Yeah.
My mom's definitely the type of person to like even though when I remind her of facts that she's told me, she jokes about them. And I'm like, you told me this in a very great tone, And I'm like, does your mom do that? Like,
not necessarily.
Careful.
she'll forget things more often.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
but
yeah.
Not like things that she necessarily. We gotta wait. Okay.
You have to be careful.
Angie's just like punching every
The
luggage.
voice line is like, you have to be careful. I'm like, I'm not controlling the plane, Angie. Stitch.
I do like the idea of Angie like defending you, like luggage is about to fall and she's like punching them out of the way.
Come on.
Nurse, I need you to do something about this turbulence. Like, okay. She like fucking dives out of the plane, starts like trying to hold it still.
Right. Okay. Oh, it moves. Where are you? Scooby-Doo, there you are. Okay.
What's in Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you.
We're gonna solve that mystery. See you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's your Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Fucking stitching you. This is Scooby-Doo. I'm operating on Scooby-Doo himself. Okay. Drain it.
Na
Okay.
na na na. Na 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 na.
You know, fuck.
I don't know if that show was actually any good from what I remember, but like I love the opening.
It was okay. It was Scooby-Doo, you know,
Yeah.
like about what you'd expect from Scooby-Doo.
I need to watch more of Mystery Incorporated because
That show's great.
I'm like, oh, I saw the pilot and I was like, wait, is this supposed to be like in a sense an episodic, or not an episodic, like a narrative through line Scooby-Doo series? Because that's fucking great. Like I love that.
Yeah, that show is. Me and Emery watched that several years ago, all the way through. It's wild. It's great.
Man.
It's definitely. They can't do a better Scooby-Doo thing now.
Wow.
Just because it's that. It's so smartly written. And like, obviously I won't spoil anything, but like the concept of it, once you realize it, it's like, wow, this is amazing.
I want to see it. So many things to watch. Hopefully that doesn't get removed.
Yeah, I think that one's probably safe, but who knows, right?
I mean, they got rid of the new Scoop movie when it was basically done.
That's awful. What?
Wait, what was that?
I didn't get him fast enough. Oof, okay. What am I doing wrong? Like, I can't do shit when it's shaking. Oh, is it the fucking fucking healings touch that?
How many times can you use healing touch?
I don't know. I'm gonna. I guess I'll just do it. Because I'm doing everything, and like it's like you can't do stuff when it's shaking, so I have to wait. Okay, whatever. I don't even remember how to activate it.
Z, A, and you'll see the star shape or whatever, and then you make that star shape.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
So.
Let's just try. One more time.
You say they showed a new Pokemon today?
New Pokemon?
Mm-hmm. It was probably because like a Worlds, like the train card and games championships in France right now, and they announced that's gonna be in Yokohama next year.
Mm-hmm.
But they revealed a new Pokemon that is called Cyclizar.
Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like maybe baby form of legendary. I don't know. Dragon normal, but its ability is like, oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
It has an ability called Shed Tail where basically it makes a substitute, but you swap it by the same time after you make a substitute, you swap out so another Pokemon comes in, take its place, but it also has a substitute on top of it.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's like for battle strats, I'm like, that's interesting. So I foresee a lot of people using Cyclizar for battles.
Okay, so I can do it if it's shaking like that, but once it goes like this, I cannot. Okay.
Maybe some more juice. Because when that one, when like a bunch of them came up at once, right? Like,
Right. The annoying thing is also having to find these every time, and I can't find it. Oh, okay. And so it like punishes you.
yeah, if you don't find it in
if
time.
you don't find it in time.
Check top right.
There it is.
Okay.
Almost done.
Halfway complete. Oh my god.
Doctor!
Okay. Where is it? Oh, there.
Whoa.
Doctor!
You know, Nurse Angie, in an operation, screaming doctor every time something happens, you need to stay calm. Like, I need someone who's like, you know, not phased by this stuff. That's generally pretty helpful. Okay, now I think.
Doctor!
Give him the juice
All
first. There we go.
Okay,
Okay.
Jesus.
Okay. Suture that. Give him some juice.
Yeah. Although it's just gonna go back down, but
That's fine. And then it's top left. Yeah, there you go.
okay. Don't tell me another one doesn't appear because it's.
Hey, just in general, it's like
That's fine. I'll just. Oh, great. There was one. Okay. Gotta wait.
Doctor!
nice.
Vital signs.
How?
Whoa.
Doctor!
Okay.
And then just juice up like crazy.
I think maybe the problem is I'm juicing too much and I'm losing time.
I think we're still going time. You got like 1:20.
Problem is I can't. Okay, Jesus.
What a relief.
Okay, cool. Jesus, that's hard. All right, and then that's what she said. Okay, and then great. And then
Bad. That was your joke. Bad.
bad doctor joke. Come on, I'm trying. Listen, I earned this. Okay. Oh no.
Not
No.
much time left.
Not
No.
much time left, Doctor.
I'm going to Google forceps bandage.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Do not make me lose here. Forceps bandage.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Do you have Scotch tape?
Scotch tape. Oh, you want to put it on top of the TV?
That's usually where you know what? Let me just for now. Let's see
Yeah. Let's see if it works.
No, we need a tape. Let's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That helped. These are getting rough. Okay.
But
Great.
you did it.
Hey! Thank you. Jesus Christ.
I think you'll be okay.
I contacted a hospital in Robora. We can take him there once we land.
Doctors really are on the call 24/7, aren't they? And with that, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
An A rank, thank you. Oh, Jesus Christ.